everyone! Have you seen the pictures of Adele's weight loss? Are you wanting to feel more confident in your body but you don't know how? Or maybe what you're really wondering is, how can I feel better about myself when I don't know how to do that? Also, a little bonus at the end will be how to deal with that scenario of like weight loss and people telling you look great now. Like, did I not look okay before? Firstly, I want to mention that this is not an attack video against Adele at all. I'm a really big fan of hers. And what I want to go over today is how to be more confident in your body at any size. I used to look in the mirror and think, gosh, you're not super big, but you're not super skinny. And I used to feel like skinny was the only way to exist. I want to say that in the last 5 years, there is more plus size fashion available more than ever before. As a kid growing up in the 90s, there weren't a lot of plus size stores. There was pretty much only Lane Bryant. So not only were plus size stores hard to find, they were also very expensive. Like a pair of plus size pants were like $45 a pair, whereas for a slim woman, it would probably be about half of that. So if you wanted to get a whole new wardrobe, you would need a good chunk of money. Adele has never seemed like the type in her interviews to even be bothered over her weight. She always struck me as a super confident woman, like bubbly, funny, and obviously gorgeous. Something I had to learn in the last several years was to not look at skinny models. I know that sounds obvious, but it is kind of triggering and can make you feel like you're not fitting that ideal. Another practice that I have is that when I get out of the shower, I look at myself naked in the mirror. I know that sounds strange, but it's just you. When I was young and I think a little heavier, I used to look at myself in the mirror and get bothered about my stretch marks and the fact that I was just kind of a chubby girl. Nowadays, when I look in the mirror, I think to myself, this is my body. There's nothing wrong with my body. I look similar to my family members' body types. And again, there's nothing wrong with me. Something I want people to take in consideration is that these models and magazines may come from a family that is just naturally thin and they just work out and diet to be a little smaller. So don't shame yourself for being like a size 16 and Bella Hadid is like a size 2. Her mom is naturally slim anyway. I also want to add that these skinny models are in their early to mid 20s. So if you're someone that's like in their later 20s or your 30s or 40s, I mean, like it's kind of pointless to compare yourself. And people are thinner when they're younger, anyways. And being heavier doesn't make you any less attractive than a slim woman. The third trick I want to add is to not speak badly about your body or yourself. Pretty often I hear my sister, coworkers, or friends talk about themselves badly on a daily basis. They'll be like, oh, look, a trash can just like me, or something to that effect, but that can be really harmful to your psyche. When you talk badly about yourself, do you feel good about yourself, or are you just used to feeling bad about yourself? Are you thriving when you speak badly about yourself? I just want you to know that you can change. You may hit a threshold in your life where you don't want to feel bad about something in yourself anymore, and then you'll be willing and working to make that change. And you are in control about how you feel about yourself. Bonus, like I mentioned in the beginning, when people say like, oh, you look great now, and you're thinking, was I ugly before? There is no way to retort to that gracefully. I would probably just say, oh, thanks. And you really have to let that negativity go. You can't let that sit in your mind because it'll just like come back to haunt you pretty often. And, just appreciate where you got in life, like currently. Like if you're happy with your current life, like just appreciate that as much as often. Anyways, thanks so much for watching my video. We'll chat again soon. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts on all this is. If you have any tips on how to feel good on yourself. And like and subscribe. Bye!